Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to the Ed McNeil tournament here in beautiful Summerside, PEI, although it's a little rainy today. Canadiens getting ready for their first game of the tournament, taking on the Valley Jets. They're seated right about middle of the pack for the Nova Scotia U13 AAA division. Starting off for the Canadiens in net, we're going to have Emery Esty. And up top, we're going to have Markowski, McShane, Stella and Hoyt. Happy to see Cody back on the ice. Down low, it goes into the Valley Jet zone. It's going to get played back to Hoyt on the point. Hoyt goes quickly over to Chase Stella. He fires, and early save there. And I forgot to start the clock. So we'll let it run 12-minute periods here in the tournament. So face-off coming up in the Valley zone. It gets pushed forward, down low, picked up by McShane. McShane doubles back, trying to get it back to Hoyt once again, but it's picked off. They try to get the lead pass up, but that's kept back by Hoyt. Hoyt now going back the other way, has Markowski wide, fires it over to Markowski, gets caught in the feet, but Markowski picks it up! Opening up the scoring early for the Canadiens. So put one on the board for the Canadiens with 11:23 to go here in the first period. Forgot my noisemaker at home. Gonna have to get another one. Coming out for the Canadiens is McLean with Gilbert, Kirkpatrick, and Miller with Scott on the blue line. Goes down into the Valley zone again. That's McLean, but Kirkpatrick comes around, picks it up. Kirkpatrick down in the corner, trying to muscle his way. Pushes it back to Scott. Scott fires. Saved by the Valley goalie.
And number 29, Cody Hoyt. Tactical 37 seconds. That's Markowski from McShane and Hoyt at 37 seconds.
Face off once again. That gets pushed down deep into the Valley zone. Miller thinks about pinching up, decides to stay back. Kirkpatrick plays it back, goes right back to the Valley D though. Mishandled along the boards, comes right back to Miller. He keeps it in. Miller plays it down to Kirkpatrick. They get a stick on it though. Kirkpatrick's taken down, picks it back up. That's a hand pass that didn't get called. Kirkpatrick pokes it back, gets it to McLean. McLean bouncing puck out front, trying to get it over. That is kept in by Scott. Scott goes down low to McLean. McLean down low, Kirkpatrick and Gilbert going for a quick change. Down low, Miller decides to stay back. Valley trying to get it out as McDougall comes on, and that is played into the neutral zone by Valley. And good play there by Scott, gets it out to McDougall. McDougall plays it into the neutral zone to Dara. Dara trying to drive it down low, he does. Picks it up in behind the net. McDougall's there. McShane comes out. And coming back the other way is Valley through the neutral zone. That's Shepard. Shepard gets a stick on it. Shepard comes back the other way. He loses a shoe, and that allows Valley to get it. Goes off a foot, comes back to their D, though, and keeps it back down low. Shepard pressuring down low. They play it into the slot. Block shot, bouncing puck goes over the net. And down low, it's picked up by Valley. McShane and Paisley working together. Again, it goes back to the blue line. McDougall pokes it out, though, and gets it out into the neutral zone. Now Dara trying to get a stick on it. Valley doubles back the other way, and they push it deep into the Canadian zone. Esty out to leave it for Shepard. Shepard picks it up. Shepard plays it forward, looking for McDougall. McDougall trying to chip it out, kept in. And that's picked up by Shepard again. He chips it forward. It gets a little too far. Going to be picked up by the Valley D. Shepard is pressuring, though. And McDougall now trying to pressure. And that is going to go the full length of the ice. Should be an icing call, and it is. We'll head back down into Valley territory for the face-off. Out for the Canadiens is Gargano, Markowski, Hoyt, Stella, and Stella, Gargano, Markowski. Off the draw, Gargano plays it back. Markowski tries to get a stick. Quick shot, blocked by Stella. Stella's still working along the boards. It gets through the neutral zone. Hoyt now steals it away from his man. Taken down, gets it up to Keegan Stella. Stella's going to push it deep into the Valley zone. That's Markowski now going in behind. Markowski tries to get a stick on it. They get it around to the half wall, though. And now Stella trying to keep it in. Comes back to chase Stella. He fires it down low to Markowski. Markowski working down low again. Markowski has it. Tries to push it out to Keegan Stella. It's blocked. Stella into assist. Gets it out to Gargano. Gargano tries to get it back to Stella, but picked up by Valley in the slot. Keegan Stella on the back check. And now Hoyt, they're going to bail it. Esty has a couple of Valley on his tail there. Valley have it down low, looking for options. They play it back down deep. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. And now Hoyt plays it forward, trying to get it to Markowski. Valley picks it up, though. Markowski gets it, and now it's back to Markowski. Comes right back. That's picked up in the slot by Gargano. Gargano trying to get a high pass to Markowski, but it's picked up by the D. That's going to not make it out as Kirkpatrick pushes it deep. Markowski on the chase down low. Markowski trying to get there. Now Kirkpatrick. They rim it around. Kept in by Scott. Scott fires. That's wide of the net. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick picks it up on the wall. Fires it back down deep looking for McLean. McLean pushing along the boards. Now Kirkpatrick. He gets a stick on it again. It's going to come around to the Valley player, and they play it into the neutral zone. That's picked up by Scott, but it goes right back to the Valley player once again, and it's going to be offside is the call. Face-off coming up outside the Canadian zone. We're going to go for a switch. We're going to see McShane, Dara, and McDougall come out. And on the blue line is Miller and Scott. McShane gets a win back to Scott. Scott fires it up, looking for McDougall. It's kept in by Valley, though. They fire it, and Esty's going to glove save that and hang on to it for a face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Taking the face-off, Beckett McShane. Off the draw, it's a win to the Canadiens, but it comes right back to Emery, and once again, he will hang on to it. 7:06 to play here in the first period. Face-off coming up once again in the Canadian zone. Off the draw, another win by the Canadiens. Scott trying to play it over. It goes back the other way, runs into trouble. Has a couple of Valley players on them. They come away with it. And now Miller trying to get a stick on it. Miller pressuring his man. Comes back the other way. Picked up by McShane. He flips it off the glass, trying to get it to McDougall. And it's picked up. McDougall does get it into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by Valley in their own end. They're going to go D to D. McShane and McDougall. That's blocked. Going to come straight back to Miller. Miller under pressure. Doubles back the other way. And Markowski tries to get it off the bench, but the Valley player comes away with it. Scott now. And now Miller. They play it out front. Good job there by Keegan Stella as he gets in the way of a potential shot opportunity. And that fired and blocked out front. And Markowski picks it up. Markowski now goes back, plays it back to Miller. Miller plays it off the glass, trying to get it out. Not much on it. Comes right back down to Scott. Scott. And Gargano now is going to pick it up. Gargano down low, trying to get it to Markowski. Markowski tries to play it out. He does into the neutral zone, but Valley's going to play it right back down deep and going to go for a change. That's going to be left for Scott. Scott plays it over to Markowski on the half wall. Markowski quickly up to Keegan Stella. He gets a stick on it, but it just goes underneath. They play it back. Partial change for the Canadiens. As McLean comes out, he gets a stick on it, plays it back to Paisley. Paisley quickly back to Markowski. Markowski's going to dump and go change. McLean and Shepard, but it gets by both of them. Kirkpatrick, though, he's going to pick that up in the neutral zone. He plays it up, looking to get it over to McLean. It goes through everybody. And now Gilbert gets a stick on it. Going to come back to Shepard fires it up, finds McLean. McLean has that stolen away. Kirkpatrick, boy! Holy! Kirkpatrick hammered middle ice. Going to be a penalty. So Canadiens are going to a power play. We're going to head down into the Valley zone. Kirkpatrick's up. He's good. Out for the Canadiens is Gilbert, McLean, Kirkpatrick, Shepherd, and I believe that's Paisley. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick plays it back to Paisley. Paisley fires. A couple of sticks get on that. Call is body checking. Shepherd keeps it in. Kept in at the blue line. And they're going to say it's a hand pass. So, face-off coming up outside of the Valley line. Little bit of chit-chat happening. Keep an eye on that as the game progresses. All right, went off the draw. Hoyt, Stella plays it up to Dara. Gets played out. And Dara's going to tag up. Going to go back to McDougall. We're good. Tagged up, trying to set something up. Played back to Chase Stella. He goes down low. Plays it to McShane. That's going to be picked up again by McShane. McShane now has Dara with him. McShane going to go back to Hoyt. Hoyt. Oh, unlucky. And now we're in a foot chase. Little miscommunication there. Good play as the net is off. As the Valley player skids into Esty and knocks the net off. Face-off will be coming up in the Canadian zone. 1:10 to go here in the power play, but not much happening so far. We got Markowski, McShane, Stella to Stella. Tries to get it over to Markowski. He does. Has McShane with him. Markowski trying to set something up. Doubles it back to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it over to Stella. Stella plays it down low to Stella. Stella plays it to Markowski. Markowski goes back to Chase Stella. Chase Stella, he's going to think about firing. Doesn't. Markowski in the slot goes down low to Stella. Keegan Stella tries to center a pass out in front to McShane. Runs into some couple of sticks there. Plays it back to Markowski. Markowski back to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it over to Chase Stella. Chase Stella fires just wide of the net. Gonna come back to Markowski. Comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt tries to play it back. Keeps it in. 23 seconds to go here. Markowski looking for options. Plays it to Chase Stella. Chase Stella fires. Oh, Keegan, just good try with the tip there. Just couldn't get there. Good play by Hoyt to keep it in. Fires it back down to Markowski. Markowski to Keegan Stella. Stella back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires. Saved by the goalie. We're back even. Chase Stella plays it down low to Markowski. Markowski fires. Save. Picked up by McShane. Comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires. Another block shot out front. Valley trying to clear it. Markowski gets a stick on it. Does go up off the glass. Kept in by Chase Stella. Picked up by McShane. Over to Keegan Stella. Valley now with possession. They double back. Still can't get it out. Keegan Stella, dog with a bone here. And Valley's just going to ice it as they needed a change after that penalty kill. Face-off coming up in the Valley zone. 2:25 to play here in the first period. 1-0 for the Canadiens with Gilbert, Kirkpatrick, McLean. On the blue line, we've got Scott and Miller. Off the draw, straight back to Miller. Miller, he's going to try and fire it. Block shot comes right back to him. And Gilbert tries to turn and shoot. It goes up over the net. Picked up down low by Valley. Valley tries to go up through. Miller's going to keep that in. Going to be picked up by Kirkpatrick. He plays it down low. And that's going to come back to Scott. He plays it. And he's taking down Kirkpatrick. Tries the backhand. Saved by the goalie. Bouncing back comes back to Valley. And they're coming back the other way. Miller. Valley looking for the drop pass. Intercepted by Miller. That's in the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it. They play it back down low. Going to be picked up by Miller. Miller looking for options. Plays it up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to chip it out. Plays it back. Kirkpatrick and Miller working along the boards. That's going to get played out into the neutral zone. McLean trying to get it. And that's going to be picked up by Miller. Miller, he's just going to dump that. Go and change. Full change here as we see Gargano coming on with Dara and McLean. Shepard on the D-line. McDougall, tries to keep that in. He does, but second pass gets out to the Valley player. Shepard on the back check now. Shepard trying to keep his man as they try to get in. Big save by Esty. Rebound save. Valley picks it up again. And Shepard trying to get a stick on it. Gargano. Valley picks it up. Gargano again trying to get it. Now Paisley. And good play by Zach Shepard. And that shot's wide. What a play by Zach as he slides in and takes away that opportunity. They go for the pass to McDougall, bouncing puck. And it gets cleared finally. Dara pressuring. They go D to D. 35 seconds to go here in the first period. And that is icing. I wasn't sure if they were going to call it, but they did. So we'll head down into the Valley zone for the 30 seconds remaining here. We're going to see Markowski, McShane, Stella, and Hoyt coming out. Off the draw, they're going to play it back to Chase Stella. He fires out front. Good try on the chip attempt by McShane. That's going to be kept in by Markowski. Oh! Call is offside. Good try by Markowski to keep that one in. Face off just outside the Valley zone. Off the draw, McShane back to Hoyt, back to Stella. Stella quickly to Markowski. Markowski over to Stella, or McShane. Sorry, fires, just goes high up off the goalie. Gonna come back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires, back to Markowski. Markowski, save, rebound. Oh, nice try by McShane. Picked back up by Keegan Stella, but that is the end of the first. So we will head into the second with a 1-goal lead. Hang tight. Shots after the first period. Canadiens 7, Valley 5. So we get ready for the second period action. Starting us off is McLean, Gilbert, Kirkpatrick, Miller, and Scott off the draw. It's Valley who has it. Scott, they do the drop pass. Gilbert tries to get a stick on it. And now Scott, now McLean. Valley shot, and that's a save, and it's going to be a delayed penalty to the Canadiens. So Canadiens got to get a stick on it, which they have 3 or 4 times now. So looks like it will be a penalty to Scott. So Valley will head to the power play. Staying out for the penalty kill will be, just looking at who's staying for the penalty. Okay, so it's going to be Kirkpatrick, McLean, Miller, and Paisley out for the penalty kill. And off the draw, Valley does get it. They play it back. Kirkpatrick now pressuring the D. Tries a shot, block shot, comes to Paisley. Oh, goes off the back of McLean, but McLean has it. McLean, he's going to push it deep, and it goes off a Canadiens player on the bench. Coming out for the Canadiens is McShane and Gilbert. Miller and Paisley will stay as the D pairing. Off the draw, it's a win, but it stays in. Valley picks it up, they double back. Play it back to their D. Gilbert pressuring. And they play it over down low. That's McShane tries to get a stick on it. They go back to their D. McShane pressuring again. Still trying to get a stick on it. Shot, saved by Esty. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Win off the draw, gets it back to Paisley, picked up by Miller. Miller trying to clear it, and they do. It's going to be right on net. Valley goalie will play it off to the side. McShane playing high. Valley, little over a minute left in their power play as they start the breakout. McShane on the back check, gets a stick on it. Valley player still plays it back to his D. Gilbert trying to keep a stick on it. Pressuring, they play it back over. D to D pass. McShane back to D again. Gilbert once again. Under a minute to go here in the power play for the Valley Jets. Another big save by Esty. Coming on for the Canadiens is McDougall, Shepard, Hoyt, and Gargano. Emery just readjustment of the helmet here seems to be good. So it'll be Gargano on the draw. 42 seconds left in the penalty kill. It's a win, gets it to Hoyt. Hoyt trying to get it out or pin it. Shepard now. Shepard. They play it back to their D. McDougall pressuring. McDougall. They go back. Play down low. Looking for, there's someone in the slot. They got to be careful there. They go back down again. That goes off of a skate. Still someone out front. 14 seconds to go here. Someone down. They go down low. And Hoyt's trying to poke that away. They go back in behind the net. Now Shep. They're going to play it back to their D. They don't get block shot. Good job by McDougall there. It is picked up by Valley. They center back down in. Dara comes out. They're going to play it deep. Esty out. Leaves it for Hoyt. Decides to play it himself. Picks it up. Dara picks it up. Tries to get it to Gargano. Going to be picked up by McDougall. McDougall tries to quick pass it, but it gets into the feet of the Valley player. Shepard now again. And that's a save by Esty. Change coming up for the Canadiens here with McShane, Markowski, Stella, and Paisley coming out. Off the draw, it's a win. Goes down low to chase Stella, plays it over to Paisley. Paisley under pressure, pokes it up to Keegan Stella. He's playing it along the boards, get played back to Paisley. Paisley now, he takes a bump along the boards, and Stella comes away with it, plays it up to Markowski. Markowski has that taken away. Stella picks it back up, plays it back to chase Stella, and that's stripped away. Good play by Paisley. They get it back though, and that's a goal for the Jets to tie it up here. 8:40, 8:37 to play in the second period, and we're all tied up at 1. All right. Off the draw, going to come back to chase Stella. He goes to Paisley, up to Keegan. That gets played back by Valley. It's going to be offside. Canadiens have to clear out. Valley goes D to D. Goes back the other way. Oh, Stella almost had a stick on that, but Valley is away and fires. That's well wide of the net. Rims around the boards, back to their D. Another fire that's blocked out front by Keegan Stella. And Paisley down low. Stella's going to pick that up. Paisley has it, actually. Paisley making his way through the neutral zone, trying to push it deep. He does. Markowski now on the chase. Markowski comes in behind, takes that away. Trying to get it to McShane. He does. Picked up by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, what was that? Goes up along the boards. Kirkpatrick goes down. Comes back to Miller. Miller has that poked away. Now Scott trying to get his man. And nice save by Esty, but it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a delayed penalty, I think, to Scott. And yes. So Scott on the back check gets a penalty. Out for the penalty kill is McLean with Gilbert, Stella, and Hoyt. So Canadiens find themselves in a little bit of a pickle here in this 1-1 tie. Off the draw, comes back. Valley has possession. It's going to come back down low. They go back up top. Gilbert. Back again. That shot's wide of the net. Is it going to get out? It's going to clear. Valley has it in the neutral zone. McLean pressuring up top. They go D to D. Back D to D again. Making their way up through the neutral zone. Gilbert trying to get a stick on it. Seems like 21 is kind of the guy they let do what he wants. They go back. Gilbert trying to get a stick on it. Move around, shot, and that's a goal. So, 6:35 to play. Canadiens down by a goal. Coming out is Paisley, Shepherd, McDougall, Gargano, and Dara. Off the draw, gets pushed forward. Valley takes possession. McDougall, and that's going to be picked off by Dara. He's taken down though, picked up by Paisley. Paisley goes back to Shepherd. Shepherd looking for McDougall. McDougall plays it deep. Down low, Gargano trying to get a stick on it. Comes back up to the board. Shepherd fires it towards the net. Bouncing puck, picked up. And now Valley's coming back the other way. Shepherd, good play by Zach Shepherd there. Comes back, bouncing puck again. Now Zach plays his man right. Good job there. Picked up by Dara. Dara trying to get it out. And picked up by McDougall. McDougall trying to get it deep. Valley has it down low. Gargano. They play it up off the wall. That's Keegan Stella kicks it up. Stella goes to McDougall. McDougall, he fires. Blocked shot by the Valley player. Kept in by Shepherd. Comes right back, though. They play it forward into the neutral zone. Paisley. And that's saved by Esty. Goes off the glove. And Gargano trying to get a stick on it. Down low. Couple of players. It's going to be a penalty to Valley. Delayed penalty. So they're going to head to the box with 5:08 to play. Canadiens will head to a power play. Looking for a goal. Coming out for the power play is Stella, McShane, Markowski, Stella, and Hoyt. Off the draw, Markowski goes back to Hoyt. Stella fires. Glove save by the goalie.
Jets penalty, number 96, Andrews, 2 minutes for roughing. Attacker 96-52. That's Andrew's draw at 6:52.
Off the draw, Markowski picks it up, plays it back to Stella. Stella plays it back to Markowski. Markowski down low to McShane. McShane back to Stella. Stella back to McShane. Plays it down low, finds Stella. Goes to Markowski. Markowski goes back to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it back to Markowski. Markowski's taken down. That's going to come back to Stella. He keeps it in, fires, and save out front. Valley will go for a D. Actually, looks like a full change. 1:22 left here in the power play for the Canadiens. Comes back to Markowski. Markowski doubles back the other way. Has a couple of, plays it down low to Stella. They're gonna split the D and put it down the full length of the ice. And Stella under pressure here. He plays it back to Hoyt. Plays it up to Stella. Sorry, that's McShane. McShane now drives over, looking to play it to Markowski. He does. Markowski goes off a skate. Plays it over. Stella down low. Stella over to Markowski. Markowski plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt, shot, save, rebound. Markowski off the post. Markowski picks it back up, plays it off his knees. Hoyt picks it up, plays it over to Stella. Stella fires it down to his brother, Keegan, out front. And rebound. Bouncing pack out front. Markowski tries to get a stick on it. McShane, Markowski, Stella! Just wide of the net. And that's going to be a penalty to Keegan Stella. They're going to play it up. Delayed penalty here. As the Jets have 6 players on. That's a save. Canadiens got to put a stick on it. So penalty, I believe, will be going to Keegan Stella. So we're heading back to the penalty kill. Out for the penalty kill is Miller, Gilbert, McLean. All right, off the draw, Valley wins it. McLean pressuring, takes it away. They get it back though. Miller down low. Scott out there as well. Valley gets it back. Driving towards the net. McLean gets a stick on it again, but can't clear it. McLean still, they play it back to the D. McLean, they play it D to D. Gilbert now. Down low. Back up top. Gilbert back down low. Blocked. They go back the other way. Picked up by Gil. No one home. Someone's got to get there. They're going to play it into the neutral zone themselves. They double back the other way. Gilbert still pressuring. Play it back the other way. McLean now. And that's a goal. Yikes. So Canadiens in a bit of a hole here due to a couple of power play goals by Valley. Need to get themselves back on the scoreboard. Coming out for the Canadiens is Dara, Gargano, McDougall, Paisley, and Shepherd on the blue line. And off the draw, bouncing puck, McDougall trying to get there, but Valley comes away with it. They're going to play it low. Shepherd, he's taken down in behind the net. And
Number 10, Sawyer Graves. Tackle 10-09.
Shepard goes into Valley. It's going to be picked up, played forward, just into the neutral zone. Valley fans on the shot attempt, or trying to put it back down. It's the battle at the blue line here. And poked away by Valley. It's going to go into the feet of Paisley. Paisley going to play it up to Gargano. Gargano now. Gargano trying to get there. Valley gets there first. Gargano and Dara. It's going to be McDougall. Comes away with it. McDougall plays it down low to Gargano. Gargano still has it. Yeah! Woo! Bottom corner as Gargano finds the back of the net, pulling the Canadiens within one with 55 seconds to play here in the second period. I think that one honestly just surprised the goalie. I don't think he thought he was going to go for it. Out for the Canadiens is Markowski, Stella, McShane, Hoyt, and off the draw, Chase goes to play, gets up. Valley comes back the other way. Hoyt chips it back forward, trying to get it to Markowski. Valley plays it down deep, going to be picked up by Chase. Stella, he plays it up to Keegan. Stella has it, plays it forward to McShane. McShane has Markowski with him, tries the backhand to Markowski. Markowski has it down low, plays it back to McShane. McShane plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires off the block shot. Stella down low to Markowski. Markowski looking for McShane out front. They just get a stick on it. 15 seconds to play here. Hoyt plays it down low. No one home. McShane trying to get there. And that is going to be the end of the period. And with 3 seconds left, we will do a face-off in the Valley zone. And we're pulling the goalie, putting the extra man on. Paisley coming on. Seeing what we can do here quickly with 3 seconds on the clock. And off the draw, Markowski, good try. So heading into the, Markowski gets an extra shot there after the whistle. But heading into the third, Canadiens down by 1. All right, starting us off in the third period will be Gilbert, McLean, Kirkpatrick, Stella, and Hoyt. Off the draw, Valley with possession. Gilbert pressuring. Valley doubles back. They go D to D. Coming up through the neutral zone, McLean. That's stolen away by Gilbert, but taken back by Valley. Shot, save by Esty. Valley picks it back up. They go back to their D. Gilbert pressuring now. Back down low, picked up by Stella. Oh, boy! Oh, boy. That was a hit to the head. No call on the play, though. Hoyt, and that is out front, and it's going to be McLean who steals it away. Gilbert plays it up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick in the neutral zone, plays it down low, looking for McLean. And he's going to go for a change. McLean coming out is Dara. It's going to come back to Scott. Scott plays it. Scott still has it. Scott still has it, plays it down low. It's going to be picked up by the Valley player. Good job by Gargano. He keeps it in. Gargano, and that gets played out by Valley, and it's not going to make it for icing. It's going to be picked up by Miller. Miller in behind, looking to set something up. Doubles back the other way. Plays it up off the wall to McDougall. McDougall trying to get it out. Plays it to Gargano. Actually comes up to Dara. Dara's going to push it deep and go for a change. McDougall, Gargano coming down. Shepard and Stella coming out. They go for the cross ice pass. No one home. Shepard picks it up. Shepard leaves it. Shepard waiting for some help. Gargano. Shepard pressuring it. Gets it out to McDougall. McDougall chips it forward. And now Stella. Stella on the chase. Stella. And McShane has come out. And Markowski has come out. Markowski pokes it away. It's going to be picked up. Played up to McShane. McShane has Stella and Markowski with him. McShane fires out front. Stella goes off a couple of feet. Out front again. Fires. Oh, I thought that was in. Good save by the goalie. I thought that snuck in underneath, but it is a save. Face-off coming up in the Jets zone. Markowski, McShane, Stella, Shepard, and Paisley. Off the draw. Valley puts it into the bench. So face-off will come inside the zone once again. Off the draw, it's going to come back. Paisley goes down low to Stella. Back to Paisley. He's going to fire. Saved by the goalie. McShane tries to get the rebound. McShane picks it up. Comes back to Shepard. Shepard fires it back. Kept out by Valley, though. Now Paisley. Paisley goes back the other way. Fires it over, trying to get it to Shepard, but it's picked back up by Valley. They turn and fire. Yeek. Valley still has it. Shepard trying to play it now. Shepard. And now McShane. McShane trying to play it up. Gets it to Stella. Stella has Markowski with him. Stella. Markowski. Stella. Outside of the net. Fires it over to Brother Chase. He fires. And that's a save by the goalie. Good try. Coming out for the Canadiens, Gilbert, McLean, Kirkpatrick, Hoyt, and Chase Stella on D. 8:25 to go here. Canadiens down by a goal. Looking to tie this one up. Off the draw, Valley gets it. They play it down deep. Gilbert trying to get there. Played into the neutral zone. Hoyt's going to pick it up. Plays it quickly to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it forward, looking for Gilbert. Goes right back to the Valley D. Right back into the neutral zone. Played back. Gilbert now trying to get a stick on it. Valley has it, though. They're going to go for the cross ice. Puck goes into a couple of people's feet. Esty out to leave it for Hoyt. Hoyt plays it around to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it forward to McLean. McLean chips it out into the neutral zone. Now Gilbert on the forecheck. Comes back. Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it. Valley player. Good play there by Chase Stella. Plays it forward. Gilbert trying to get it out. Now Kirkpatrick trying to get it. Comes out to McLean. McLean plays it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick. He's on his own. Looking for options. Still has it. Has it taken away as Gargano comes out with McDougall. Valley comes back the other way. Miller. Oh, Valley player trying something fancy there. Doesn't work out for him. Miller picks it up. Plays it forward to Dara. Dara tries to play it over to McDougall. It goes off the Valley stick. And they play it back down deep. SD leaves it for Miller. Miller goes to Dara. Dara going to McDougall. Gotta go quick. Gargano tries to pick it up. Dara tries to pick it up. Valley picks it up though and goes back the other way. Now McDougall pressuring down low. McDougall and Miller. They play it up. Comes out to Dara. Dara goes to Gargano. Now it comes all the way over to Scott. Scott has it. He plays it down low. As he's taken out. Markowski. Block shot. Back to Shepard. Shepard plays it down low. Finds Stella. Stella tries to get it back to Markowski. It's intercepted. That play comes back the other way. Stella now trying to get a stick on it. Valley has it. Comes back into the neutral zone. They play it back to their D. And Markowski tries to get a stick on it. Shepard gets it. It's picked up by Paisley. Paisley flips it out. Finds Markowski. Finds Stella. Has McShane with him. Plays it back. Beauty. Just wide of the net. And it's going to be a penalty to someone. And it looks like it's going to be Valley going to the box. So Canadiens with a great opportunity here to even it up. Coming out. So we're going to see Stella and Hoyt come out for D. Off the jaw, McShane. And Markowski has possession. Tries to get it back to Hoyt. Hoyt quickly back to Markowski. Markowski back to Hoyt. Hoyt playing with that blue line. Gets it to Markowski. Markowski comes back to Stella. Stella fires up off the post. Valley's trying to clear it. Comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt keeps it in. It's still in, but it comes back to Valley. They're trying to clear it. And they're going to clear it the whole length of the ice. SD leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt goes to McShane. McShane to Stella. Has Markowski with him. Apparently Valley thinks that was offside. Comes back to Stella, fires just wide of the net. Play back down low to Stella. Stella back to Stella, fires, and it's loose. Bouncing puck's loose, and that's gonna get out. Valley parents very upset. 35 seconds left in this power play. Coming out. Oh boy. That was lucky. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. 25 seconds left on the power play. And 3:55 left in the game. Out for the Canadiens is Gilbert, McLean, Kirkpatrick, Scott, and Miller. Off the draw, Scott has it. Plays it to Miller. Miller goes back the other way. Plays it back to McLean. McLean making his way up through. McLean still has it. Plays it over to Gilbert. That's going to go on net. We are back even. Picked up by Scott. Scott played to McLean. McLean just plays it right back to Valley D. Comes through the neutral zone. Played up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, he's taken down. It's going to come down in the neutral zone. Miller. That's going to be a penalty. It was a tripping penalty. They don't agree. So, 3:06 to go. We're back to the power play. Canadiens need to tie it up here. No ties in the Ed. You play overtime. So Markowski, McShane, Hoyt, down to Markowski. Markowski goes back, comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt back to McShane. McShane fires out front, kept in, fires again out front. Stella, and they're gonna clear it. Esty leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt under pressure, plays it back to Stella. Stella plays it forward to Markowski, but it's just out of his reach. And it's going to be icing. So we're going to head back down into the Canadian zone with 1:19 in the power play, 2:25 in the period. Canadiens will stick with these 5. Looks like it's going to be a timeout, so hang tight. All right, looking to make something happen here. Face off in our own zone. Power play. Off the draw. Valley keeps it in. Stella trying to get a stick on it. Play comes through and no icing as Valley took it out themselves. Stella trying to get there. And that comes back into the neutral zone, picked up by Stella. Stella now plays it down deep. No one there. Valley trying to clear it. Comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it down, finds McShane. McShane goes off the back, in there. And wow, what a save by the goalie, as I thought the backhand was going to be good there. Oh, nice try, but very good save by the Valley goalie. All right, face off in the Valley zone. Off the draw, quickly back to Stella. Stella tries to get it to Markowski, just out of reach. Markowski gets it, plays it back to Hoyt, keeps it in. And now McLean, that's a save, picked up by Markowski. Back to Hoyt, and can't handle it. And now it's a foot race. And empty net. Puts another one on the board for Valley. So that, not great. Emery will go back in. We had the extra man on. Coming out for the Canadiens is Dara, Gargano, McDougall, Paisley, and Miller. Still on the power play here. Off the draw, it's going to come to McDougall. McDougall's going to play it back. Paisley goes D to D to Miller. Miller plays it back. They go up to Gargano. Gargano plays it over. It's going to be picked up by Paisley. He drives it towards the net. Valley plays it back. Bouncing puck comes into the neutral zone. We're back even. Valley picks it up. And that shot's well high of the net. Picked up again and that's a save by Emery. So a couple of unfortunate penalties and empty net goal has the Canadiens down by 2 with less than a minute to play here. And out for the Canadiens is Kirkpatrick. Shepherd. Valley gets it off the draw. McLean and Gilbert have it. And Gilbert tries to get it up to Kirkpatrick. Valley's just going to play it deep. McLean and Scott playing it along the boards. Valley just trying to cover it up. And Kirkpatrick gets a stick on it. Time winding down, 31 seconds here. And that play into the slot. Bouncing puck. Kept out. That shot's wide. 17 seconds to go here. Gilbert trying to get a stick on it. It's gonna be it. 8 seconds. Big punch to the face at the end of it. So Valley will take this one. Canadiens fall 4-2 with an empty net at the end. I will stick around for player of the game. Next game will be tomorrow afternoon. So had some chances there to tie it up and just couldn't make it happen, unfortunately.
Okay, please let the blue line for presentation of players of the game.
Final shots on goal, 21 for the Canadiens, 22 for Valley.
The player of the game for the Frederick Canadiens is number 19, Beckett.
So Beckett will take home player of the game for this one, and we will see everybody tomorrow.